Hey, what is going on, everybody? SpikeBeat Gaming here, bringing you a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, a little bit of Revelations in the background. This was really fun. This is the first time I've gotten to play Zombies in probably about a month and a half, which it's amazing how quickly you lose all of your skills in Zombies, but I think I got them back pretty quick. I think I ended up going to like round 21 before I had to quit because, you know, work sucks, and being home from school, I'm working 60 hours a week, which is really nice because it's a lot of money, but it cuts into your time to do a lot of free stuff like this, like get your YouTube channel going, and yeah, that's a lot of fun. If there's anything quality-wise that you're like, hey, your mic's not doing very well, or hey, I can hear your PC running in the background, or hey, your dog's barking, I am very aware. I'm currently working on that, trying to get everything sorted away. I think the PC is going to be my number one goal, but if there's anything else, anything that I totally missed in that list right there, let me know down in the comments, or just let me know, hey, I'm new, welcome me. I would love to do that. If there's anything you would like to see in the background, or any topics for a commentary you would like to see me do in the future, let me know. I would love to do them. I have a bunch of ideas. I have a bunch of things I would love to talk about, but if there's stuff you would like to hear about, let me know. This is kind of a welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've done a whole lot on it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully everything is entertaining. Hopefully it's very thought-provoking. But today's video, as you can probably guess from the title, is a zombie theory video going over something that I was really thinking about, looking at Blood of the Dead coming out, because I think I'm most excited for that map, just because that was the map that Mob of the Dead got me into zombies. It's what got me into this idea of an Easter egg and all this stuff that honestly I wasn't even aware of prior to really Mob of the Dead. That was the first one that got me like into this whole Easter egg hunt and Easter egg thing. Granted, I was doing it way after the fact. I was reading it online, but just this idea of like there's something more here. So I'm really excited about that. But this is all stemming from back in Black Ops 3, and it's kind of what I think could be leading into something that I hope we're going to be doing in Blood of the Dead. So, you would remember in the Revelations Easter egg ending, the reason Monty is so upset about the blood vials is because they're from a realm that has already been closed off. Well, what exactly is closing off the realm? What's closing off the world, the dimension that we're currently talking about? Well, if we go back, because he says this is what we've been doing this entire time. All the Black Ops 3 was this idea of closing off all these dimensions. And it's, in my opinion, the theory here is all entirely based on this fact of it being that the zombies took over the dimension, that the zombies destroy everyone, that there's no hope left, in a sense. It's like it's the absence of hope of survival from the zombies that is what causes the dimension to be closed off. So if we look back at Black Ops 3, this means that in the Giant, in the cutscene when Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey have the Richtofen 1.0, have him cornered, and they tell him that he has to release the test subjects, that is what would have held off the dimension being closed, because Richtofen comes through and shoots him in the face so that that doesn't happen. This means that if all those original characters had managed to survive, they would have held off the zombies. And this is also what World at War shows us, is that if those characters survive, the world is saved from the zombies. Well, granted, Moon, they blow up the Earth, so is it really that saved? But so if you look at it that way, this means that all the maps that we're going through, and we're doing something to cause the original plans of the characters in those dimensions to fail, means that we have, in a sense, proof that in all these maps they would have succeeded. In Der Eisendrache, whatever they were doing with Dempsey on the moon would have worked. It would have stopped the zombies. It would have kept the dimension from closing and being destroyed. In Zetsubo no Shima, Takeo, sorry, it's been so long. I'm so off on this whole zombie storyline. Takeo would have successfully held off the zombies from taking over the world. He had complete control over what was going on. Nikolai, and I realized that little slip up earlier is the fact that for some reason in my head, Zetsubo and Garrod Krobi are flopped in the order of when they came out for some reason. I have no idea why, but Nikolai would have held off the zombies. He would have destroyed them all. So this says a lot. So what we were doing was going through and making sure that the worlds did not live, that they did not succeed, that all these main characters that we have did not live to stop the zombies. So in Blood of the Dead, in order for that dimension to have been closed off, or Dimension 63, where all of this purgatory happens, in order for that to happen, it means that we have to make sure that that dimension closes in particular, that all these other ones, it really doesn't make sense to me why they wouldn't have just taken the blood from any character in any of those maps prior, because we are obviously making sure that those dimensions close off. So I think that the Easter egg in this next map, in Blood of the Dead, is going to be us making sure that that dimension closes, that whoever could possibly have held back the zombies, whoever could have stopped the zombies from taking over, that is who we are going in to kill. I hope that doesn't become just a whole kill mission like it was in Black Ops 3, because as much as, like I said, I enjoyed it. I love Jason Blundell's maps. I love all of that. But I know the community didn't, which makes a huge difference to the game, is if the community isn't all on board, if everyone doesn't love it to an extent, or hate it completely, because I think hating it completely but enjoying the gameplay makes it very interesting, because there's a lot of people who it's like, I hate the storyline, but the gameplay's so good. It's really interesting to see. But all that aside, I think it'd be really interesting if this is what happened, and it's just like we have to kill that group that's going to stop the zombies from taking over, or do something so that they aren't involved. Now, who is it in Mob of the Dead? Who do we know is in Mob of the Dead that could possibly stop the zombies? Well, the comics have told us Victis is underneath Mob of the Dead. So this kind of leads into to me, there's like 3 different options here that I think they could do. There's probably a lot more, because there's a lot more permutations you could do of this theory, but the number one thing is, well, Victis has to go. So what if we kill Victis? What if that's like our big goal, is to end up killing Victis so that they have nothing, they cannot stop the zombies? Because if they awaken, they will stop the zombies. It's been shown in Black Ops 2 that this crew is successful at stopping zombies. It's shown in the comic books that Richtofen trusts these people enough to basically entrust them to stop the zombies and to do all these little side missions for him so that he can get what he needs. So, really, what's the point in having him? Why not? They could kill him. It would make total sense. I think that would suck. I think a lot of people would, half the community would be upset, because it's like, there was so much potential for him. We were so excited to play as them in Mob of the Dead. Which, that brings up a whole nother issue of, what if we don't even play as Primus in Mob of the Dead? What if we're really playing as Victis? Like, that'd be interesting. I'm totally okay with them. I want to see them salvage those characters, make them cool. But that's a totally different storyline. We'll talk about that in another video. But another one. What if we are taking the Victis crew and sending them somewhere else, getting them to go to some other dimension to do something for Richtofen? It's been shown that basically Victis is just Richtofen's errand team, that whatever Richtofen doesn't have time or really the desire to go find, he just sends them off on it, because somehow they manage to find stuff consistently. It's like, oh, hey, go try this impossible task, and they come back with the object that he wants, and it's like, oh, wow, I didn't think you could do that. And it's really interesting to think of that. Or, and possibly, I think this would be another really interesting one, if the whole, that we are actually playing as Victis this whole time, and it's just that premise is like, that's them arriving in the final cutscene to take their blood. That'd be interesting if they showed us really the final cutscene portion for Blood of the Dead at that reveal event. That'd be so cool, so awesome. But what if Victis is already dead? Or what if half of Victis is already dead? What if it's something to the effect of, like, well, I think it'd be Misty's, I think, the only good character out of the Victis crew, so if they kill her, that's just a waste of time. I don't really like any of the other characters. like I said, the problem is I didn't really play a lot of Black Ops 2, but it was like, yeah, I played a lot of Buried though, and none of the other characters were really anyone that I would want to play as again. Misty is like, because she has good voice lines. It's funny to play as her. Obviously, character model is amazing, but like that's about it. So I think it'd be really cool if they killed off everyone else. Like when they arrive, Misty's the only one alive, and then from there maybe, hey, split the team up, put Misty in the place of someone, grab someone else. Maybe they're from a different, maybe one of the Stanley Ferguson. Use him. He'd be interesting. Everyone seems to love him at the moment, but there's so many cool things they could do with this that I'm really excited about. But no matter what, it seems like the number one thing that has to happen is Victis needs to not be in Mob of the Dead. They need to not be in Blood of the Dead. They need to disappear somehow. Also, if you're really enjoying the background video, this is where things get hilarious, and it's absolutely terrible for me because if you watch, I get this XM53, which is then followed by, wow, a Thunder Gun. And then it just keeps getting worse because my third box hit is, as you would guess, the Astul Astoth, which just is amazing because it's like I don't have time to do a high round run, and yet you're giving me everything I want to have like an amazing high round run. But here at the end of the video, because that's kind of the end of the theory part, I wanted to talk to you guys about kind of the future going forward, some stuff that I'm planning on doing. So I work Tuesday through Saturday, and Sunday I'm doing work around the house. So my thought is on Mondays I can try to either live stream if you would like to watch that, or put out videos, because I feel like videos really at this point is the most logical, because it'll take me about 2 to 4 hours to figure out everything for that every week. Give you some awesome videos and kind of just get you hopefully as excited as I am for zombies. Try to help out with that whole excitement train that's building up. They just announced all of the new packages for Black Ops 4. I'm really excited about that. But my goal is, whenever I stop working, to hopefully get into, with school starting, be able to do daily live streams and kind of lead up to Black Ops 4 with a like relearning how to play zombies stream series, and just every day, like hour and a half, 2 hours, play with you guys, just have some fun, talk to you about random stuff, and just play through all these different maps and figure out how to play zombies again. And hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that turns into maybe Easter eggs and high rounds, because I want to get it so in Black Ops 3, every single map, minus Knocked, because I don't think I could do it, would be to get like around 50 on every single one as my like base. That every map except Knocked, I feel like I might, with all the Black Ops 3 stuff, I might be able to get to like 25, but I feel like that'd be a huge stretch. But let me know if that'd be something you're interested in seeing. I probably gonna do it no matter what, but I would love to have some encouragement that you guys are just as excited as I am. If you like the video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if there's anything you would like to see in the future, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video.